just explain the bootloader business.
Mm-hmm.
So
we got a bare chip. There's nothing on it.
you got a bare
right now.
chip, and the reason why we want to put a bootloader on there is so we don't need a programmer to actually change the firmware on the chip. What a bootloader does is it starts up the chip and then listens on the serial port for a specific sequence, and this way you can just send a new firmware to the chip and it will write it to the right place in memory where it stays.
Mm-hmm. So the hardware required is, what is that?
So this is standard programmer. It's an AVR programmer, and it allows it to write a firmware to a chip that doesn't have a bootloader.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So it's USB on one end, standard USB connected to the computer, and the other square USB on the other.
Okay, and I actually need one more thing. I need an Arduino to do this.
Is AVR the class of chips? Is that what we talk about? What's AVR?
AVR is the company, and Atmega
Mm-hmm.
pronounce it as the class of chips.
Is this so? Does Atmel only make these bootloader pieces of hardware, or you can get various ones? You can.
You can get various ones. There are open source ones too.
Such as?
This is an open source design.
What do you call this piece of hardware?
It's a programmer.
Programmer, okay. And where's this one from?
I'm missing my Arduino.
Mm-hmm.
So this one. Is still recording?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is a standard Arduino Uno. We're just gonna put this chip in here. And the purpose is we can use, the programmer on the header, on the programming header, to access the chip.
Otherwise, this physical device does not allow you to access that. That's only
Otherwise
for the
we would have
header
to
pins.
Kind of, connect those pins to the chip, which
I
is
see. So
more
that's-
work. It's doable, but it's more work than just plugging it in. So if you have an Arduino, it's quite easy.
Is that the industry standard way to do it, or?
Actually, there's also a programming header on there, so we could actually solder this one in and program it right on the drive board, so we wouldn't have to use an Arduino. Yeah, you should do that.
We should do that.
That's kind of the way to.
It's industry standard for laser sort technology.
Okay, that's just confusing, unnecessarily confusing.
Should we do that right now, or?
I should solder this in and then just show it on the board.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's do that. That's simpler. Because we were getting into too many tools if we're gonna get viral replication of laser sort to
Right. So
the world. Okay, let's do that
It's
again.
easy to communicate. And it's just
Cut 2.